Okay, I'm very lucky to be holding this guitar here. This is an ESP E2 Stu Marshall model that I worked with ESP on last year, and this is a culmination of many years of playing and wanting certain aspects within a guitar. And I pulled together some feels from a Les Paul. Always loved the sound of Les Pauls, and so running through this model, at the moment this is number 1 of 1, and what we've gone for is an older body, quite a thick older body, so there's plenty of weight in it, with maple cap, purple flame maple top. It's pretty obvious. Locking Tone Pro bridge, ebony board, and the profile on the neck is very Les Paul. It's quite thick, satin finish, very smooth, and I'm rolling Spurzels locking tuners at the top there with a graphite nut. Tonally, this thing really does give me everything I want. I'm a really big fan of EMGs. I like the, Lukather and Dave Gilmour and guys like that. I've always loved the sound of SAs, and so I wanted to go with an SA in the neck. Three-way toggle, single volume, and it's got a battery box in the back. It's nice and convenient. I toured with this extensively through Europe in March and April, and it was amazing. Every night just performed. That's one of the things I really love about ESPs. I'm lucky enough to have about a 12-year relationship with ESP guitars and functional working instruments, which is the most important thing for me. Stuff that actually works on the road, The other thing that's outstanding about this guitar, but most of the other ESPs that I own, is the fretwork. It's one of the things that guitar manufacturers don't talk about a lot, but every time I grab a guitar from the ESP factory, the fretwork on the guitar is absolutely beautiful, and they put a lot of time into it, so straight out of the box it works. What can I say about this guitar? I'm going to be using it pretty much for all the rhythms on the new album and a couple of solo sections. What I tend to do is use 3 or 4 guitars for leads on an album, and then see the sort of tone blend, and what we find there throughout an album seems to work pretty good. So this will be the main workhorse, and I'll show you some more. Okay, next guitar up. This is with special thanks to ESP USA, who have really been looking after Death Dealer, and this is a George Lynch M1. I'm absolutely wrapped with this particular guitar. This guitar, it looks like a one-trick pony, but it's not. The build, and again mentioning the fretwork on this guitar, I received this from ESP, and the guys at ESP, they have in the US, they have a system where they get professional setup guys and luthiers to set up the guitar. And they said, look, it's going to be a while before we can send this to you because we've got such a backlog of guitars. And I said, look guys, I need this to record with the album. Can you send it across? Well, they sent it across straight out of the box. I haven't done a thing to it, and it'll raise a low action, but a phenomenally beautiful guitar, and it surprises me every time I play it. So while the graphic is definitely 1986, which I love, and I'm an intense George Lynch fan, which is, I have a pretty decent collection of Lynch model guitars. The tones and harmonic range that come out of this guitar are unbelievable. I never thought a single pickup guitar would give me everything I need. Okay, the second last guitar is an ESP Standard Series Viper. This is an 06 gloss Viper. Again, sometimes you find a guitar that just has everything happening with it in a way that blows your mind. This for me is definitely one of those guitars. Again, fretwork is unbelievable. I think this guitar has the lowest action out of any guitar I own, and the feel, the ring, everything on this guitar just sings. So this is a really great guitar for a lot of picking and articulation work that I'll be using on the new album. Okay, the last guitar to show here is definitely one of the coolest I own. An ESP George Lynch Kamikaze. This guitar is heavy. It's solid maple with an oversized body on the thickness of the thing. This is heavier than any Les Paul I've owned. I think kilo wise this has got to be around a 7 to 8 kilo guitar, and a really gorgeous specimen. Definitely one I'm going to be using. The sound and tone that come out of this thing is unbelievable. I don't think George gets enough credit for his design principles. He's a great guitar designer and a great amp designer as well. So you know, that's one of the things that I've learned about George Lynch is, you know, he knows what he wants. So this is a great guitar. It sounds amazing, and I'll be using this on a few of the guitar solos that require whammy dive. Thanks for checking this stuff out. If you like what we do at Death Dealer, drop over to deathdealer.co. We've got a new album coming out. I'm heading to Los Angeles in a couple of weeks. We're going to be shooting a clip for the new album, and also doing a one-off show in LA. Thank you again to ESP and DSL Straps for really supporting Death Dealer and getting behind independent heavy metal. And we look forward to seeing you soon.